In today's School of Prayer with Eden Michael on Prevailers Assembly, talking about how we can get answer to prayer, how our prayers can be answered, how to pray. We are considering prayer of agreement. We need to understand how to engage in the prayer of agreement to get results and to get answer. We can be very active in prayer as an individual, but not as productive as engaging in prayer of agreement. The potency of prayer of agreement cannot be compared to the outcome of our activeness in prayer as an individual. Now, I need to understand that though we can pray on our own, which is very fine and good, but we need to make use of the potency, the productivity, the results of prayer of agreement. Oftentimes, you see people say, I'm a very good prayer person. I can spend a whole lot of time in prayer. I can spend 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, as the case may be. I'm not discouraging that. But talking about effectiveness, productivity, potency of prayer, the potency of prayer of agreement cannot be compared to individual prayer. Today, we want to really diverge into the concepts of the prayer of agreement to see how best we can maximize it as Christians. And in that regard, we're going to be considering different aspects of prayer of agreement. Different aspects of prayer of agreement. I want to talk about aspects. It can be broken down into types of prayer of agreements, categories of prayer of agreements, kinds of prayer of agreements, importance of prayer of agreement, and also how to engage in prayer of agreement. Now, talking about the types of prayer of agreement, we need to have proper understanding to enable us to really maximize the effectiveness, the result, and the outcome of prayer of agreement. We have different types of prayer of agreement. The first of it is connected or joint prayer of agreement. In Matthew chapter 18, let's look at verse 20. Matthew 18, verse 20. That place tells us underneath, it says, for where two or three are gathered together in my name, there am I in the midst of them. So that's to tell us that the prayer of agreement, which is connected or joint prayer, is quite important, is very relevant. So, talking about this prayer of agreement, as we join to connect it, it's joining faith with another person or other persons to pray about a particular need or request. Joining faith with another person or group of persons to pray concerning a particular need. Now, in connected or joint prayer of agreement, all you need to do is to have a prayer partner. You get a prayer partner such that you have an agreement of time, you have an agreement of specific requests to pray on, and you have agreement of scriptures to back it up. Then you get into prayer at that particular time, either meeting physically or you connected online or at your different locations. You have that time spelled out, scheduled, marked out for prayer. Number two types of prayer of agreement is prayer chain. Prayer chain. This has to do with where you have a series of scheduled time of prayer, and each person will pick a particular time where he or she will have to pray. Just take, for instance, a group of persons want to pray from 12 noon to 3. That's about 3 hours. And each person can decide to pick 30 minutes from 12 to 3. So that as A finishes in the first 30 minutes, B picks up from A, the next 30 minutes, C picks up from B, the next 30 minutes, and it keeps rolling like that. Prayer chain. In Philippians chapter 1, verse 4, we saw how important this prayer can be. Philippians chapter 1, verse 4. Always in every prayer of mine for you are making requests with joy. Glory to God. So we need to understand that this prayer is so important. Prayer chain, where we have a stipulated period of time, and each person picks out time. It could be 1 hour, it could be 30 minutes, it could be 45 minutes that each person picks. Within that space of time allotted for the prayer, somebody must be praying. That is prayer chain. A group of persons praying in tongues, taking turns. You take your turn, I take my turn, the other person takes his or her turn, such that they pray according to schedule or roster for a particular need or issue.